I didn't finish my bagel, but now I don't want the rest of it. I need to drink some water.
I'll eat it. Hand it over.
Because I feel like, I'll eat it. Especially because
Pass me your bagel.
I did the thing where I saved the best bite.
Jessica, just pass me your bagel.
The best bite is in there somewhere.
Pass me your bagel. Wouldn't it be fucking crazy if I just yoinked a bagel?
Oh my god, if we had that ability.
Oh my god, we'd be like Kylo Ren and Rey.
What would we do?
Yoink it through space.
What would we do?
I'm glad this is where we're starting today.
Yeah?
This is a good launching point.
Well, I feel like we always need to do this. We just need to chat and get our shit together before we're like, hi, it's podcast time.
Yeah.
I need to wake up.
I agree.
My brain needs to move. I like that it's also, it's secret just for us. The people don't need to know.
People don't need to know.
Our pre-conversation. We're talking without you, people. But hi.
Greetings.
It's Jessica Woot. I am here with my internet bestie for the restie, the curious Alice. How are you doing today?
Hello.
You didn't like that?
That was an interesting choice.
Very millennial, very cringe of me. I know. Okay. Embrace the cringe. It's about to be 2023.
Oh, my Lord.
When this podcast comes out, it will be 2023. Yeah,
the new year is upon us.
We're recording this on the Friday before New Year's Eve. So, happy fucking New Year, everybody.
Woo!
Anyway, since it's around New Year time, we didn't want to do the typical New Year's resolutions. What do you want out of 2023? Because as both, strong, powerful, ADHD-brained women, we can't plan. Goals?
Yeah, goals are for fucking, not me.
No.
Unless it isn't in that day, goals are not going to get done.
Even into that day. No, I will stress about it for months before I do something. So,
yeah, I can't be like, I want to get better at piano by the end of 2020. No, it will not happen. That's too far out. That's too far futured.
It's true. I bought a keyboard during the shutdown.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
No.
Exactly.
I did my little raid song thing for Twitch on the piano. That's it. I did try to teach myself songs a couple times, and then I forgot all of them. I have videos that I sent to people of like a minute of a song, but nothing else.
So our point being,
yes.
We didn't do New Year's resolutions.
No.
We decided to do something way more fun for us to talk about, which was wishful thinking, basically. Yep. And things that we wish we could be a part of, things we wish we could go see, things we wish we could, partake in, basically.
Yeah, wish we could have done. Things that are, and this is
reasonable and fictional.
Not possible, yes.
Yeah.
We can't go back and do these things. No. This is in the realm of historical, in the realm of media, so movies, video games, switching lives with another person, meeting people we will probably never meet in our entire lives.
Yeah.
That's the vibe today.
Yeah.
That's it.
We went full absolutely out into the brainverse to just be like, yeah, let's just talk about impossible scenarios. Because for some reason, some people just don't do that. They sit at their kitchen tables and they talk about, I don't know, gossip. I don't know. I'm out here making up improbable scenarios every day.
I do also love gossip. But yeah, this is almost into the realm of, this is not, I'm prefacing this right now, these are not my dissociative fantasies. You don't get those. People, okay? That's not what this is.
That's a different episode. Shut up.
That's later, maybe.
Write that down.
I don't know if we want to go that far. That would be revealing a lot of myself. Maybe let me get a therapist in 2023 first and tell her those things.
You know what? If you want to know those things about me, you can just go look at my fan fiction accounts. You'll find it.
Don't tell anybody what your name is.
It's fine.
You've said
cool.
some of it on stream anyway, too. It's
okay.
not like it's,
It's not a secret. It's just that if you want to know, you got to go find it.
The ones that I create myself, those are a secret.
Yes.
People don't need to know those.
No. That's for me and me only. That's between me, myself, and not I. I doesn't get to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's true. Sometimes those things be running without you.
Yeah.
You don't get to know the trauma that I inflict upon myself on purpose.
We can connect this back to the Cry Time episode, but we don't need to do that right
now. No. It's all connected. But yeah,
we can't inflict tears on our listeners again.
At least for mine, these are good things. These are nice
I'm excited
things
about this.
I want to be a part of.
I don't have a list, so Jessica, would you like to start?
All right, sure. I mean, the first thing we kind of talked about, like whenever we were trying to figure out what to talk about this episode at all, it was you were like, how about places we wish we could go? And my brain was like, I don't think I have enough of those. I'm not a travel bitch. And that's when you were like, no, like not video game places, not real places.
Fictional
places.
Oh,
fuck yeah.
Like
I could do that.
There are some places on the planet Earth I would like to go see for sure, but like, if you're gonna say go somewhere on planet Earth or go to like Hobbiton in Middle Earth, bitch, I'm going to Hobbiton in Middle Earth.
Yeah,
that shit seems cool as shit. So that's where we're at.
Again, different than like actually visiting the set, the place, because that place exists. You could go look
Not
there.
New Zealand, specifically Middle Earth is what I'm talking about.
Yes. Also, in these scenarios, at least for me, I don't know about yourself, but especially if we're talking historical things, I want to be half there, half not. I don't actually want to experience the strife. I don't want people to look at me. I would immediately out myself as like not being there. I shouldn't be there. People
So Jessica's
would murder me
thing is
because I'm
that
a witch.
She doesn't want to have that time travel thing going on. I told her specifically too. It's like a Doctor Who in and out, where it's just like you pop in for an episode and then you're gone.
I didn't watch Doctor Who,
I'm
so
telling you, it's a pop in, pop out situation.
Okay.
That's the scenario here.
I thought about this really hard because I also was like,
relax.
I don't, because I was like, I don't want to be like holographic because I want to feel. I want to feel it.
Why are you thinking so deeply about this?
I can't stop.
I just want to be able to sit on the shorelines of the moon landing launch, like the launch of that shuttle where everyone was sitting. And just experience that. That's what I want to experience, the moon landing. Getting to see that on TV, I want that.
I know that was a big moment, though, too. I was trying to think of, like, big moments in history. And I was like, I don't know if there's anything I need to see. But because this is why...
Are you saying great moments of history with the Muppets? Is that what you're saying right now?
That's better than anything else. Really. I'll pop out of a window with Kermit the Frog. I feel like we've already derailed. Started to talk about one thing and then... before that even, but we're just gonna pop into my first historical one, the place that I thought of last night at like 2 a.m.
Oh, Lord.
I want to see ancient Egypt. I'm the Egypt bitch, okay?
That's fair.
It's that fuck your astrological sign, but what ology book did you continuously rent out from your library? Mine was the Egyptology and the Egypt mythology book.
That's a good one.
I want to see Cleopatra. I want to see Nefertiti. See those strong bitches in history. I want to see cats running around everywhere as kings. I want to see giant Anubis statues with the little torches,
That's fair.
I want to
see the grand heyday of Egypt.
Yeah. I want to see fresh hieroglyphs painted on the wall, the vibes.
It is truly one of the... I find it very funny that so many people glom onto Egypt because I think it's the first exposure that Americans have to another very well-established culture.
Yeah.
Because we don't really have a culture, but I wouldn't say it's super well-established because I say that I'm English. I don't say that I'm American.
Yeah.
So I feel like Egypt's like that first one where you're like, oh, I can really sink my teeth into like all this crazy cool stuff.
Oh, the lore.
I feel that.
Please.
And you saying that has pulled me to my next thought, which is
perfect.
Because they have the pyramids. They're something that we've debated about forever. The Egyptians built them. I don't know why that's such a hard thing for people to understand. And by Egyptians, I mean the people they enslaved. So that's different. But I want to see the structuring of Stonehenge. I want to know why the hell that bitch was built and when that bitch was built. Who is she? Who are you?
That's a good one. I didn't even think about Stonehenge.
Because like obviously we figured out to some degree that it has something to do with the calendar year because it has like a perfect lineup with the sun during the solstice. Yeah. But like why was that important? That has to be a ceremonial site for something, right? Like what is it?
What do they do?
Yeah.
What are they doing over there?
And I'm fascinated. I think Stonehenge is so interesting. So I think that would be sick.
That's good. Because, see, that's kind of what I was thinking about whenever I was like, is there historical shit that I would like to see? It's not like, oh, I want to see a president inaugurated or the moon landing or whatever. It's no, I want to know The shit that we will literally never figure out because too much time has passed. What happened here? Why?
There's not enough clues left to put it together.
Uh-huh. It's like, I would also like to see this. Did we get dinosaurs right? Or is it like the hippo skull situation? Like you have people try to draw what they think it looks like, you know, without knowing that it's a hippo skull, and it's all taut, you know, it doesn't have any fat on it. And I want to know, are T-Rexes, like, were they chonky? I want to see if they had feathers or not. Like, what? I want to know.
I just want to see a terrestrial animal that large. Like, I've seen elephants, and they're huge. But, like, I've never seen a large terrestrial reptile, you know? Because the biggest ones are just crocodiles. Like, that's it. So I'd be very fascinated to see literally any era of the dinosaurs. Because any of them would absolutely... Seeing a freaking Brachiosaurus... floored. That literally freaks me out to actually think about it.
Real. Yeah. Well, that's exactly the thing. That's like, I want to be there, but not really. I would die. We would die instantaneously.
Oh, for sure. I'm just like so genuinely be like, dude, the fuck is that thing? Like, I'm fascinated. I am still fascinated by dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, I would love to see Archaeopteryx. You know, the one that's like the bridge between dinos and birds, like the real connection point. Gimme. I want to see. Yeah. And I'm sure it's huge and terrifying, but, you know? And then, like, I would like to see a dodo bird, just to see. Goofy little guys.
Just a goofy little guy.
Little goofy little guys. And those 6-foot-tall penguins. Let's go.
You know what I would like to see, because they have a bunch of them displayed in the Indiana State Museum, is the giant ground sloths.
Yeah.
Because they were very common in the American North area. And they just seem so interesting. I want to see one.
What
like a woolly mammoth, giant elephant with lots of hair. Don't care. Yeah. Literally, we don't have anything like it. Like, it's almost a bear, but not really.
Yep.
Like, what even are they? Let's
go. At the same time, like, saying you wouldn't be excited about a woolly mammoth, I would still be excited.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not talking about the woolly mammoth. I mean, if I went back in time and I saw a horseshoe crab, because I'd be like, look at you go, bitch. You didn't change at all.
Look at her. She's still the same fucking bitch.
Ever enduring, perfect queen for millions of years.
She has reached perfect evolution.
For no man, she didn't need to change.
Y'all, humans are imperfect. Horseshoe crab is forever.
Yeah. Humans are imperfect.
Carcinization, bitches.
What's wrong with our knees, man? Appendixes don't need half of the shit that we have. Come on, we're a mess. But that I really want to know, because I know that's been one of those huge debates. It's like the artist renditions of stuff. They always make them look so gaunt, and it's like if you look at a hippo skull and you look at a beluga skull.
Oh, bro,
they didn't know they had
melons
those
are
big
fucked
melons. Yeah, they had no idea.
Yeah, they're
even
fucked
like
up
bunnies
looking.
And stuff. They make them look so scary when they've done a redraw, and it's like, no, that's a bunny, dude. Like, it's fuzzy.
Well,
and
I think the big struggle is that a lot of that stuff we know is reptilian,
Mm-hmm.
and our only example of reptilians is like gaunt-looking things. So
snakes.
It's like, oh,
yeah, it's true.
Do they look like that? I don't know.
Except when you look at like a tegu.
That's true.
Tegu. They got big cheeks.
The beaded lizards.
Yeah. I know it's spelled, but I don't know how it's pronounced. I think it's tegu. I think I said it wrong the first time.
They're big too.
Mm-hmm. And they got big ass jowls. They're so cute. Yeah. I would like to see that. I would like to see Pompeii in its heyday before volcano time. That would be nice.
I said this to you the other day, and I think that it's just because I have a love for like natural historic places. Yeah. I'm going to take it to a specific location.
Perfect.
I want to see St. Augustine in its first 3 decades.
Pirate port.
Yeah, but back when it was still Spanish. Mm-hmm. Florida was not industrialized. Yep. And it was just wild Florida, because I feel like Florida gets a really bad rap. I'm gonna out here with my support for being a Floridian. Bitches, I'm coming for you. Florida gets a bad rap because a lot of weird ass people live here. Mm-hmm. But Florida itself is a truly beautiful place. Yes, it's a fucking swamp, but
It's a
there's
swamp.
cool shit here. That swamp is cool as fuck. Have you guys ever been to the Everglades? It's cool as shit.
No. I mean, I've
Granted,
driven through it.
The mosquitoes are fucking garbage.
Again,
but
that's the I want to be there but not be there.
yeah, but like there are little pockets all over Florida that I like. If you come across one of those like crystal clear springs, and you're like, damn, this is cool.
Mangroves, man.
Yeah, the mangroves are really, really cool. Mm-hmm. So I would love to see like an untouched Florida. I think it would be very interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, and I also actually have written down too, just in general, you know, the United States when it was still native, you know, like before we fucking ruined it.
Yeah,
and the people.
Columbus.
Yes. Pre-colonization America.
Pre-figuring out how to navigate big boats across the Atlantic.
Mm-hmm. I want to see how people lived off the land and stuff. Like, it's fascinating.
Oh, another one I remember telling you. I want to see those old bison herds.
You did say that.
The big bison herds before they all got freaking slaughtered.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
I feel like that would be incredible.
This is...
I went and made myself sad. We
know.
weren't going to do this, Jessica. What the hell?
You went in too close to recent history with extinct animals, all right? Mine were a long time ago.
I'm sorry. I just get so excited about things.
That's okay. You know what? It happens.
I'm going to have a little bite of ginger just to cleanse my palate.
She is. That is a big-ass piece of candy ginger. How about... let's go fully wholesome. Okay, we both also mentioned this because we talked about it yesterday, and I was like, no, we can't talk about this because we're going to talk about it on the podcast. Ourselves. Yeah, we do this all the time. We're like, no, we can't talk about this. It's for the podcast. I would love really almost, well, not anywhere because some of the movies aren't so good, but Ghibli. We both, because you said it, and I was like, no, I have it. I would love to go to Howl's Moving Castle.
I wrote that down.
Stop talking. We have to talk about this tomorrow. But yeah,
the little town that Howl's Moving Castle is in,
and the castle.
Yeah, that seems really cool. Or the
the
spirit
field.
world seems cool.
That again scares me a little bit more because you know this. I've talked to you about this. No Face scares the absolute shit out of me.
He's really creepy.
He absolutely scares me. However, those giant little birdies. I love them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The big duck babies.
Big duck babies. I love them. The big baby. No.
Big baby little rat.
Yes.
That's
why I think I always have liked Howl's Moving Castle more anyway because there are less things that creep me out in it. Mm-hmm. Like, I love Turnip Head. I love the little dog. I love Heen. Calcifer's amazing, of course. And there's a giant Birdman. What more do you want? There's also a war going on. But, so,
to be fair, the war is almost at a conclusion.
Yeah. But go to the town when it's non-wartime.
just like that realm in general seems very interesting. Because it's magical, but they don't really define the rules of the magic too. It's like being in Kiki's. I feel like Kiki's would be better because there's not anything super strifeful happening in that movie. Mm-mm. And it's just like, it's a little bit magical. It's very whimsical. The old woman who lives in the cottage that gives her that cute little fish pie seems cool as fuck. Like, I want to be the bitch in the woods who draws the birds.
I mean, this takes us back to, like, jobs we wish we had. Again, please, just let us go to Studio Ghibli and let us escape this capitalistic society hellscape that we're in. I want to
live there.
Simpler times. Colors aren't so harsh. Romanticize my daily life, please.
I want my house to look like a backdrop from a Ghibli movie. That's what I want. That makes me feel good about my clutter instead of being like, ew, Alice, you own too much shit. It's like Hal's bedroom. There's a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah, that's what we need. That's not what I'm looking around at right now. I need to clean up in here. Ignore it. I did it. I would also love to go to Stardew Valley. I think this is any of us. We want to live there. I want to live there.
Bro, that seems like such a fucking vibe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so nice.
You know what the funny thing is that of all the video game places, that one's probably one of the most chill, like, safest places to be.
Yes, it's true. Because there is monster hunting, but you don't have to. You don't have to go into the caves. You could spend all day fishing if you wanted to. And that's fine.
There's adventure. There's romance.
Simple life.
Yeah.
That's
It's
nice.
cool to be gay there.
Yeah. Date whoever you want. Date everybody in town. As long as you got that rabbit's foot, nobody's going to be mad at you. Oh my God. But that's one of those things also then if you really think about it, like our little farmers in that game do so, there's never, we don't sit down. They're working 24/7.
Nah, man,
Until
I'm
they
hauling
pass
ass
out
giving
at 2
people
a.m.
gifts. You're working. I'm
That's
dicking
true.
around.
You're running around, dicking around. I am making sure that the farm is making money.
I make sure that the cows get milked.
We do have a farm.
That's it.
We haven't finished it. When's the last time we played that farm?
Oh, it's been months, Jessica.
You know what? I bet we're in winter.
There's a very good chance we are in winter.
This is our thing. It's just like with Swoter. You stop at Hoth. You stop at winter. Because
We don't want to do the snow. We hate it. We hates it.
It's true. It's very true. Also, I just, since I've been playing Potion Permit, that town is also absolutely delightful. The little town in Potion Permit. You get to go out in the woods and stuff. You get to collect your little materials. There is some monster slaying. And then you get to put them all in a big cauldron and you make potions and you give them to the townspeople. It's very nice.
It's just like a little bit of magic. I don't need too much magic. Just like a little bit.
And again, those are the skills that I don't really have because it goes back to cooking, baking, a little bit of witchcraft, you know.
Yeah.
It's still working with your hands.
Now, I do want to throw an idea at you.
Okay.
If you had to pick a planet in Star Wars, where would you go?
Oh, I actually did think about this too, because I was thinking about it. It's like Alderaan before it got blown up, but I feel like that's a pretty normal answer is because it's gorgeous. It was so pretty.
It is a very pretty planet in the game.
You know, or would I want to see one of the seedy, like, casino planets? Because that would also be pretty fun. Go get drunk at a Star Wars casino with aliens running around for a while.
See, that's the other thing. There's so much option. When you
a lot of
really start to
options.
think about it, you're like, damn, there's a lot of cool stuff, actually. As, like, a regular-ass civilian, there's a lot of cool shit.
Yeah. It's, like, there was even though it's a little bit weird. I have not finished Andor. I know you haven't, like, watched
No, I've only seen 2
Andor.
episodes.
I'll be honest, I got really bored with the first part of it. But there was a planet, he goes somewhere. I don't even remember where it is. But it's somewhere that it was like a resort. And it was too real for me. I was like, I know there are places like this that probably exist in the Star Wars universe. But there was a beachfront. There were like umbrellas. People were staying at a hotel. It was like, I don't like this. This is, again, too close to reality.
I don't be reminded of the luxury that I can't afford. Thank you.
I was like, this is Star Wars tourist town, and that's really weird for me. That was odd.
Well, I feel like there's always 2 settings in Star Wars. It's either Imperial, like, black and white and shiny, or, like, grungy underworld. They don't really show that middle ground very often.
It's true. That wasn't even middle ground. It was so weird, I feel like, because we don't see a lot
still
of, like,
opulent,
beaches.
yeah.
There's not a lot of beach stuff that you see. And I was just like, I lived at a place like this. This is not Star Warsy enough for me.
And it's weird that you never really see beaches, because, like, obviously they have to be somewhere. Like, obviously that has to exist, but it's just, like, I've never really thought about it.
Yeah, we see water. But that was the first time I think I've seen a beachfront, and I was like, huh. And they chose to go resort with it. Okay.
I would really like to go to Dantooine, because they have those fucking giant manta ray things. Not Thrantas.
Yeah, no.
But the cool giant flying manta ray things. And I want to see those.
I would love to see a Thranta. If we went to Belsavis, we could see Varactals. Even though we hate Belsavis. But Varactals are pretty neat.
Well, also, isn't Belsavis the prison planet?
It's the prison planet.
Yeah, I would not be going there, Jessica.
I don't know.
It's a prison. I don't want to be there.
Maybe we're studying the wildlife at the prison.
Oh, all right. So we're once again coming back around to
I know.
jobs we wish we had. Everything comes back to animals.
It does. It does. All right, here's another thing that I thought of, and it was, again, kind of like I want to be in history, but not really. Just like if a period piece movie set, like, was real. Of course, I don't actually want to go back in time. Also, though, because Austin Land, we've seen that if that was a real like place that you could go, it's not actually good. It's not actually what you want it to be.
Yeah, it's not what I want.
You know? But being able to just once in my life put on a billowing ball gown and runs like dramatically down a hallway that's candlelit, I would fucking love to do that.
That sounds incredible.
Right? Yes. I have a whole playlist.
You know that girl? This. That girl on TikTok she has beautiful red hair and she like just buys gowns and runs in slow motion. That's her whole TikTok page. I want to be her because she's living the best life. Putting on the gowns, running through Scotland because I think she's Scottish and just like fucking thriving.
Running through a field, running through a really long, again, candlelit, opulent hallway. Just no shoes on or you kick your shoes off and you're going. Dude.
Yes.
I want that.
The white dress in the dark hallway.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine running through a misty field?
I want a ball gown so badly.
I know.
I don't know how to find one. I don't know how to find a ball gown because I don't trust anything online to be high quality. I don't trust it.
I know there are people on Etsy who sell real things.
I'm going to go to the mall where they sell quinceañera dresses and I'm going to get one of those.
Could probably rent one.
No, I want to own it. I want to have a little hoop skirt under my bed that I pull out and I'm like, look, it's my hoop skirt.
It's time. Today's the day. We're feeling dramatic.
I want that.
It's ball gown day. I would not be able to fit, I think, like in most of the rooms in my house if I had
Well, they flex. They're supposed to flex.
I know. I can only imagine myself trying to go through a doorway or this little hall behind me and getting stuck on everything. You need a big ass unnecessary hallway. An empty ballroom, you know, before.
No, you don't even need that. You need the house from Pride and Prejudice. That is a real house.
I know.
Just go to the house where they film all the period pieces.
And show up in a full ass ball gown and be like, can I just run down this hallway real quick?
Can I just walk through the fountain? Act like I was swimming or something?
Yeah, like I am the kooky girl, you know, who's not quite right by society and will probably never find a husband. And I took my shoes off and I'm in the fountain just doing whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
And then the man of the house shows up and is like, you're weird. I like you.
Yes, a woman against society.
Mm-hmm. You should watch The Empress. This is why I'm thinking about this also. I just finished watching that. It was very good. It was all in German, but it was delightful. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. There, as Richard put it, because I told him about it, he was like, oh, there was, you know, like a 17th century, like, meet cute. And it was adorable. It was perfect.
Damn. I love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the cool things I think I would like to see is, like, either Japan or Korea in, like, 200.
Oh, man.
Like, early.
Way back.
Yeah, because they've had cultures and dynasties for ever, man. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they're so interesting and the clothing is incredible.
It is. It's true.
I'm fascinated.
They've had a really rich, like, interesting history.
Yeah.
Because I know, oh no, I forgot what I was going to say. It's gone.
Okay.
It's gone.
As someone who has played a lot of Age of Empires, there's a lot of specialized things you can create for each, like, little society that you're playing as, and one of them has the dragon boats. Ooh. That I don't remember which Asian culture built them. I think it might be Singapore, possibly something farther southeast. But these boats that are world famous for being absolutely fucking huge. And I would love to see one of those. Because they're supposed to be bigger than English tall ships. They're supposed to be, like, huge.
Really impressive.
Boats. And I want to see one of those.
We just want to see marvels of engineering, like, in there.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
How did they do it? That's...
How'd they do that?
They do it? How you doing that? It's so impressive to see. Oh, can you imagine also seeing, like, a New Year's celebration, like, being there for the big dragons going down the street, like, in their heyday, like, in China?
Oh, girl, you have no idea how much I want to see a Chinese New Year.
That'd be amazing.
Shit is incredible to me. There's a studio down the street that has the little dragons. And I can see them when I drive by when they have their bay door open. They have the little dragon puppet sitting at the bay. And I'm like, they have the dragons. They do the things. I've seen them practice with their little stools where they do all the crazy jumping.
Yeah.
I'm so cool. Impressed by it.
We're back to puppetry.
God damn it. It can't be helped.
We're back to puppetry. That's it. You know what?
Nope, we have to start a new topic. We're back to puppetry.
But it does kind of branch into another thing. I would love to have been on the set of really any Muppets movie, particularly Muppet Treasure Island. But I want to be a pirate extra just in the background somewhere, you know?
Dude.
In that movie.
Yes.
That'd be incredible. All the little rats running around. I could sing Cabin Fever.
Rats running around.
Margaritas at the midnight buffet.
Oh my god. I love that movie so much.
I know. That's just because there's a couple of those that
I'm cutting you off.
How dare you?
I'm cutting you off because I've had the idea. I'm going to say it and you're going to agree with me.
Okay.
I wish we were both, you and I were both in the filming of Mamma Mia.
I have that written down.
That bitch looks so fun. Are you kidding me?
I knew that that's why I had to hold my tongue so hard when I was talking to you yesterday, because I knew that was going to be like the exciting one. And I was like, she's going to think of it or I'm going to say it and she's going to lose her mind.
Yes.
Because we've talked about it so many times before.
I want to be a part of that Mamma Mia cast so bad.
They were drunk the whole time.
I don't care if I'm in the ensemble. I want to just be one of those people that's like singing and dancing and fucking drinking the whole time. Let's go.
No, I would love to have been on the set.
Vibes.
Whether it's for the whole show or not. And I'm not saying, again, same thing. We don't need to be Meryl Streep up in here.
I don't need to be a role. I just want to be there.
I want to be in the ensemble, dancing on the deck when they're all singing Dancing Queen at that one part. You know, like, come on.
Yes. It seems incredible.
Not only was it a beautiful location, it's one of those ones that, and we've talked about this before, that this is such a big thing for us with TV shows and movies, that on set and watching behind the scenes things, they all seem like they had just the best time. And you can see it in filming. It comes through. They're just partying. And
the good vibes truly come through in that movie. It is incredible.
Similar vein to that. I didn't know if you were going to get that one in your brain or not, because we talked about it so many times
This is the fun thing, is that I'm just raw dogging this information. I didn't write a list down. I was just like, you'll say shit and it'll come to me.
My brain will not remember anything that I ever want to remember in my life. So I have to bullet point. And I'm glad to be that,
fair.
you know, that diving board for you. Glad I can do that. In the similar vein, I would absolutely love to have been on the set, in the show if I could have, my God. But New Girl set. When the first episode they did True American, the very first episode.
Oh, where they were just making shit up as they went?
Making shit up, making that game up and just yelling. Everybody's shouting random rules at each other. That looked like so much fun.
I agree.
Oh my God. True American. I mean, I wouldn't be mad to be in the second episode where they played True American either, but the first one where they came up with all of it. The Fancy Man episode.
Oh my God. This is tickling some part of my brain that I can't remember the set of the show that I'm thinking of, but there's another one that's like got that same vibe for me, where it's just like a bunch of improv is happening and it seems really funny. Can't think of it.
Everybody's having the best time. And we know too, because we've seen plenty of things behind the scenes from that show also, where it was just a blast and a half. That's a big thing for me. I'm like, I would love to have been there.
Dude, if I could have been a part of any production, I feel like a little more like hazy now with recent things, but Firefly seemed like such an interesting show to be a part of.
It's true. Again,
a little worried out now, but
yes. Because of the cast, not anybody else
specifically.
Or even if not that, then Serenity, you know.
Yeah.
It's
got my boy in it. It's got my boy in it.
So
Let's
good.
go. I'll have to watch that now because I didn't watch the Santa Claus this year, so
Wait, what? Wait, go back.
He's in it. Bernard is in it, yeah. Because he was in Numbers, and then he's the brainiac. He's the computer guy.
Oh, yeah.
With the doll.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and he dies at the end.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but that's not the most important death in that movie. Okay?
No.
I'm so sorry.
David Krumholtz is not the most important death in that movie. He's just my boy.
Yep. No, that one, such an amazing show. Unfortunately now sullied by learning that the director is a piece of shit.
Kind of gross. Yeah.
Yeah. It's unfortunate too because again, he's made some shows that we really Dollhouse also, that we really loved.
Like
but
Dollhouse.
Eliza Dushku, top tier actor, woman, she deserved better.
Yeah, she got fucked over because of him. Ugh. So shout out to her.
If we could go back and fix things. God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Give me a different topic.
Well, I know. Okay, we mentioned Mamma Mia. There was one.
There's another big one we're missing. What are we missing?
I don't know. This is why I have to write things down because I will literally not remember things.
I know one I think you would like to do.
Yeah.
And that is be in the original Lion King on Broadway cast.
That one, no, I'm okay.
You're not one of those people? You know why I am?
Yeah.
It's fucking Muppets, bitch!
The puppets! That's
There's
one
more
I
Muppets!
Seeing better. Because I've seen it, like, on stage. I don't want to take that magic away.
I've
seen it from the perspective it was intended to be seen in, and it made me cry, and it was magical, and I loved it. The original cast that I would love to be a part of, because I am a dramatic bitch, and it just seemed, it was such a wildly, like, a wild thing to be happening for all these people, but is the Spring Awakening original cast, because they were all in high school, they were all teenagers going through this, like, huge formative experience all together with theater at the same time. So, I mean, biggest, like, family moment ever, because already in that time in high school, like, theater is already so emotional. And then to be going through that, and that show is really heavy. What does that say about me? But that is one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
But, like, I, again, watched the behind-the-scenes things for that, and it just seemed so much, like, they had so much fun. Also.
You know what's one show I wish I could do again?
Yeah.
Is if I could reprise my Captain Hook role that I've done. That's one role I wish I could just do again.
Yeah.
Just if I could just redo that whole show, it'd be sick.
That's a different question, is the whole going back and reliving one.
This is a theater episode.
One moment of your life.
I gotta stop.
No, that's even different. Because that's something I've had people ask me before. It's like, oh, if you could go back in time and relive one day, like, what would you do? A show would be fun. But also, there's, like, one time Richard and I went to St. Louis to see the Ludo reunion the very first time they got back together. It was the best fucking day. Oh, it was that.
You just reminded me of one of the ones I wanted to talk about.
Yay!
I know I've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before.
I think I know where you're going.
I wish I could have been in the audience for Queen's arrival at the Live Aid concert.
I knew it.
Bitch! I love that show so much. Are you kidding me?
Yes. And for
Can you imagine being in that audience having no idea? And they just announce them and they come out on stage and they do a medley of their greatest songs. And they hadn't been together in like 6 years. Like they'd been apart forever at that point.
Yeah. I would just be happy to see Queen anytime. I don't need to be in that
audience. Very fair. That one specifically just feels like it would have been a vibe, you know? Like,
it would have been. Also, though, for me and being the anxiety queen, I've, seeing the video and pictures from that crowd is way too big.
I would gladly take on deafness to see that show.
My God. That would have been incredible. But I do, like, Queen is one of those bands, if I could go back in time and see an artist that's no longer with us, it would be Queen.
For sure.
At the top. Personally, for me, maybe during the, like, earlier years, like, Don't Stop Me Now just came out, and he's still wearing the spandex with the big V, and his hair is crazy, and he's just, like, rocking it on the piano. Hell yeah. Give it to me. Things are so happy.
That freaking documentary that Rami Malek did, the drama doc or whatever the fuck they call those. I can't remember what the title is right now. There's a description for those. Whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible.
I
think it's fantastic.
because I just love Queen so much. I'm worried. I don't know why.
He did a really good job portraying Freddie as best as possible.
Yeah. I went through a full-on Queen obsession in like junior, senior year of high school. That was all I was listening to. The fuck is wrong with us?
That's so funny.
I did. It was me and my best friend Monica, just like everybody else. I mean, yeah, I had my emo phase too, but I feel like that's even almost part of it, is just like rejecting things. Yeah. I'm like, nope, I'm going to listen to this stuff instead, you know? And because was I an emo kid? Yes. But I wasn't really listening to emo music at the time. I was listening to the actually sad shit. The things that Freddie Mercury sang in the later portions of his career.
Yes.
The actually sad things. That's different.
How are we almost the same person? It
wild.
Fucking blows my mind when we find another connection point. I'm like, how the hell, as being 6 years apart, we still have all these connections?
We didn't talk about it. I promise you.
That's fucking wild.
Fucking weird as hell. I do have another band that I would have loved to see before the lead singer passed away. And it wasn't even that long ago, but still, it was just like, oh, it was a blow. It was a blow to the chest. Chris Cornell from Audioslave and Soundgarden and everything. God, his voice was beautiful. I would have loved to see Chris Cornell in concert. Again, I don't care what concert. It doesn't matter to me. Oh, I'm not going to cry. Don't worry. Are you going to cry? Oh, no?
You said that, and it triggered my Heath Ledger moment.
No,
I can't talk about it.
No, Alice. Deep breath.
We can't talk about it. We talked about it last time.
To be fair, Chris Cornell is kind of like that person for me also. Did you cry a little bit?
No, I'm fine.
Oh my God.
I did just rub my eyes though, and that made them water, but I was fine.
I was like, your eyes are hella watery right now.
Sorry. I did that to myself.
Yeah. To be fair though, like that, I have that, what you have with Heath Ledger kind of for Chris Cornell, because, oh, so amazing. Yeah. We can't go back.
I can't talk about this.
We can't go back.
Can't talk about this.
We've already talked about.
You know what I can talk about though? The person I wish I could meet once in my lifetime, and I would cry and be starstruck. And there's Mona. Hi, Mona. I want to meet Mona first of all.
She's walking away from me. She walked into the bedroom back there.
She was like, I don't want to talk to you. You already know what the answer is. I've already tweeted about it. I Instagrammed about it. I'm sure if you follow me on anything, you know who this is.
Okay.
It's Jenna Marbles.
Oh. I was thinking like actor.
No.
Yeah.
It's just Jenna.
I know. That's your girl. That's
my
your
girl.
Obsession.
My terrible parasocial relationship I'll never let go of.
That's your personality.
It's so embarrassing for me to watch her old videos and be like, oh my God, I still say that. I'm telling you though, if I was anywhere in LA and I would just happen to glance her across the room, I don't even think I could go up and say hi to her. I would want to, but I think I would actually have a meltdown before I could even get to that point.
On the street. Yeah. fall to the floor immediately. I know you would.
I would not be well. And then I would be mad at myself for not talking to her for the rest of my life.
Yes, you would. Good Lord.
God. That's one of the people I wish I could meet in my lifetime.
We talked yesterday. I was trying to think all night because there is somebody that I have said, like to you and to Richard, been like, if I ever met this man, I would cry. And I cannot for the life of me remember who it is right now.
I feel like you said it in one of our other podcasts, but maybe it got clipped out, like you cut it.
No, I don't think I would. I don't know. Richard said maybe I was talking about Kevin, the big bird. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure we were talking about a real person. Because I did say that if I ever met Kevin, I would cry. This is true. Yeah. But there's an actor out there somewhere, I think, when I was younger, watching someone very formative. And I can't for the life of me remember who it is.
Bill Nighy.
I wouldn't cry, but I would be really excited to be Bill Nighy, actually.
I would love to have a conversation with Bill Nighy. He just seems so interesting.
He's so cool. What a cool man. I'm still mad that I can't think of the person that I said if I would meet them, it would make me cry. I was literally like racking my brain.
I know. This is why we make lists, because this is the part where it would help if I had written something down. But unfortunately, I am just flying by the seat of my pants today.
Yeah. This is why we tangent so often, ladies and gentlemen. It's because Alice doesn't have a flow. And then she disrupts my flow.
I have great flow, thank you. How dare you?
You know what? Also, actually, another thing that I would have loved to be like on the set for. You know, if I could have been this woman in this movie, I would love to have been the secretary in Ghostbusters.
Oh my God.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
That's such a great role.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good idea. You're going to have to rearrange every section of this podcast. It's going to be a nightmare.
I might leave it anyway. You know what? Because I just thought of it. It makes sense. This is how our brains work, okay? Yeah. We're just going to leave it. Okay,
so I have to think of a role I want to be like a replacement role in. Give me a second. Let me percolate. No, I'm percolating! Let me percolate! I feel like I would want to be one of the girls in Mean Girls that's like, she wore army pants and flip-flops. So I wore army pants and flip-flops. Just like a one-liner that is quoted constantly. That's who I want to be. I want to be the one-liner bitch.
That comes back around, though, to the jobs we wish we had, where we talked about Alan Tudyk and how I want his voice acting career because he's just an animal in Disney things now. I had to struggle not to write that down.
All right. So here's the thing. You've said that reminded me of people who do motion capture, because the people who do motion capture have now also been hired to do their voice acting. It's a double whammy. And I would absolutely love to explore the realm of Horizon Zero Dawn. That's right, bitch. We brought it back around again.
Oh my God.
I just think it's an interesting cultural experience.
This is the thing. It will literally be
It has nothing to do with Katalo at all, and it's got nothing to do with it.
I can believe you, though, because my New Girl one for True American has nothing to do with Jake Johnson. I just think True American looks so much fun.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with that Jake Johnson cup you're currently drinking your coffee out of. Don't think I didn't see it, bitch.
I forgot.
Boom, roasted.
No, but if it was, then I said I would have wanted to do, like, the cooler episode. Not the first True American episode. They're not together in the first True American episode. I just think that improv looked like so much fun.
I see through your lies. Incredible.
I mean, I think, you know what, it would have been really fun also. This is something I kind of thought about too. But I couldn't remember what the fuck her name was. The girl who was Cindy Lou who was then on Gossip Girl. Is it Taylor Momsen?
I don't remember.
But
she's like in her own punk rock band.
And she's in a punk rock band now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to be her.
And she got to be on Gossip Girl. She got to be on a shitty teen reality show, which, you know, it just seems like a blast. I know it probably wasn't, and it was filled with drama, but it might be Taylor Momsen. Taylor something. Now we're just rambling. We've lost all sense of the episode.
We've gotten lost in the sauce, y'all.
I know. I don't know if we've even hit an hour though.
We've been submerged in the
bring
sauce.
It back together. Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I'll get there.
To bring us back around.
Silence. All right. How about we do a lightning round of places we wish we could go?
Oh, I don't know if I have any left.
Just like pick your favorite book or movie and just be like, where would you want to go in those sets?
I mean, if we're doing favorite movie, it would be Moulin Rouge, just because that's amazing. But
you want to live in the theater,
not live in there. I would like to have been a part of that cast. That's the thing. That's like that's the Spring Awakening of it all. Yes, it's the same.
Yes, the Spring Awakening of it all.
It's so sad, but so powerful. And it's a musical, bitch. Most of my dissociative fantasies that I put myself into, they have musical numbers. Of course they do.
You know what I'm actually really excited for? And wish I could have been a part of? The new Barbie movie. It's not out yet, but that shit looks like it's going to be fun as hell, and I am excited.
I am I'm really hoping, because we don't know much about it. And, you know, everybody keeps saying, you're not prepared for this movie. It's not going to be what you expect. I am putting it out there right now. I told this to Richard. I really want it to be like almost Toy Story style. They realize they are toys, or like Lego Movie style, but they realize they're toys.
They have that
halfway
Buzz
through the
Lightyear
movie.
moment.
And then there's a shift. But it's not like where it's still nice and happy, you know, like the Lego Movie. But I want everything to go as unhinged as possible, and they're all having fucking breakdowns because they realize they're toys and they're not what they thought they are, and they're not actually real, and shit just goes wild. I want everything to burn at the end.
Actually, that sounds like it could be something that could happen, because
I know that's what I'm hoping for. Is that everything's because it looks so happy, bubbly, bright.
There's no way it's maintaining that.
Not for the entire time. So I think there needs to be a shift.
Something crazy is going to happen in this film.
Everything turns dark. It turns into a horror movie or something. Please. That's what I want.
I feel like that's why they were so okay with leaking the stuff they did early on. Because it's like, oh yeah, look at how Barbie it is.
Yep.
It's
Ryan
all
Gosling
an elaborate ruse.
Loses his mind because, you know, he can't contend with the fact that he's not real. Like, rips his own goddamn arm off or something because he's a toy. God. He's plastic.
Can you imagine if they do that gag from forever ago? Forever ago. I can't even tell you who created it, but it was like the different scenes of Barbie dolls all talking to each other. And she's like, I lost 12 pounds. She's like, wow, what'd you do? And she's like, I ripped my arm off. Like, I fucking love that joke.
Please. Yes. I love it so much.
That would be incredible. Or like almost like a Groundhoggy Day situation where it's like something keeps happening to her again and again, and she's like, what's happening? Why does this keep happening? Like one of those situations. They're playing the same.
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
It'd be so good. That's what I want. And again, I'm not the Barbie kid, but I am. It looks to me like there's going to be an unhinged twist that we're not prepared for.
I'm excited for that,
and I want it.
I want it.
I want
Give
it.
it to me.
Elmo fire. You know, like that's what I want.
You're right. That's what I want. That is a set I wish I could be on for sure.
I figured that one, and also. Because I know you are absolutely loving the Knives Out Glass Onion of it all.
I would love to be a part of any of those films. Oh my god. Okay, so here's another thing. Is that on Twitter it's going around of like, who would you pick as 4 actors for the movie? And I have seen Laura Dern suggested, Oscar Isaac, John Boyega, and my pick was Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
So those 4 I think would be great. If you could get Oscar Isaac and John in a movie together again and just let them play whatever the fucking character they want, because they did not get what they deserved in Star Wars, I think it would be incredible.
So good, yeah. See, my thing is I liked the first one better than the second one. We haven't talked about this because I know you absolutely loved Glass Onion. I wasn't really here
I think the first one's still better.
Yeah. But for me, and I know it's a commentary, I know it is what it is, but there are different types of unlikable characters. They're not supposed to be likable. I know that. But there are characters who are unlikable who you still like a little bit, because the first one was family crazy unlikable.
Yeah.
The second one was the scourge of humanity. Every kind of person that
like
you fucking
the worst
hate.
Kind of people.
The worst kind of people. That I was like, yeah, no, I'm really not. I'm just not here for this.
My thing that I liked about that movie was that the whole thing was we are rule breakers.
Yeah.
And we don't follow the flow and blah, blah, blah. And then when it came down to it, they crumbled to the pressure of the white man. And I was like, I see what you did, Ryan. I see what you did here. I thought it was I feel like it was a good social commentary while also being really on the nose about other parts of social commentary. Like the thing about getting views on Twitch, which I was like, shut the fuck up. Stop saying that word. I hate that you're acknowledging it.
It's true.
Stop talking about my platforms.
We're the worst people. We're the Twitch streamers. But not the Dude Bros. My thing that I am living for the most in that movie, and actually, like, because I'm probably not ever going to watch it again. It really wasn't my cup of tea. But I'm not a huge murder mystery person in general. So that's just
unbelievable.
Me. Yeah, because
can't take
I
you
feel
anywhere
like
nice.
I feel like half the time it's just, and I know it's the storytelling or whatever, but it's like, yeah, you know this information, and it's things that technically you could have given us earlier, but you're just withholding information on purpose. I get it. I like being able, it's passive. I talked to Richard about this. I can do it in a video game because I am actively investigating. I am in the places, picking where we go. Not where in a movie, it's like, oh, if you would have just listened to them for 2 seconds longer, you would have got the thing.
Well, the thing is that I enjoy guessing what the twist is, and so, like, as they happened, I was like, yes, I got it. Yes, I got it. Like, because I'm an annoying bitch. So I was, like, whispering my answers to Logan, and then it would happen, and I was like, see? And he was like, how do you do that? And I was like, I think that Ryan Johnson and I are of the same brain.
The best part for me, I told Richard, I was like, it was worth it watching that entire movie just to see Daniel Craig yell shitballs in a bad Southern accent.
I love that man.
I am living for this man leaving his cool guy James Bond era and entering his unapologetic weird guy eccentric era. Yes. I am living for that twist,
and he loves it. He loves this character. He's like, if Ryan Johnson wants to write me as Benoit Blanc for the rest of my career, that is all I will do.
Yeah,
King, yes, that is the kind of behavior I love to see.
I'll be honest, in the first movie I was bothered by his accent. I was like, are we fucking kidding? But you know what? I'm just embracing him entering his weirdness, because now I understand it wasn't just like he's just doing this movie, you know, because it's a big movie, because it's money, blah, 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 whatever. He's fucking living for this. Yeah, and I get that now.
He's literally and genuinely loves this movie.
He's having great. I love watching actors enter their weird guy era. We've talked about this before. Elijah Wood, Robert Pattinson. When everybody gets
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe. That's the one I couldn't think of.
I got
when they enter their just unhinged roles point, I'm living for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And especially when they get into that character and they're like, this is the only character I want to play for the rest of my life. I'm like, hell yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Yes.
Charlie Cox as Daredevil, you know? There's another one. Just saying.
Netflix tried to get me again we talked about this too, how Netflix shows you a picture of a show knowing what you'll want to see from it.
Yes.
The show Treason, which I don't want to watch.
Did they algorithm you?
They did. But then I watched the little trailer and he's not in it at all, but he's in the picture.
They got you. They're like,
like,
Charlie Cox is in it.
This. I know. And I watched the trailer and I was like, where? Bitch, where?
Got him.
You lied to me.
That's so funny.
Wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking.
I don't know what we're thinking.
I don't know where down the line that really, truly, and fully derailed. Kudos to you, Jessica, for editing this episode. I think whatever you do is going to be great. I'm so sorry that we've derailed this so aggressively and violently. I already know you're going to cut out the last 30 minutes. The last 30 minutes of what we just talked about is going to go. I understand that, and that's okay.
I don't know. You may be surprised when you listen to the episode, because I'm going to be surprised while we edit. We've recorded for an hour and a half. We got to cut it down to an hour.
I respect whatever choice you're going to make here, because we had some good bits. But I don't know what the last half an hour has truly gone off the rails into a totally different concept.
45 minutes.
So, wishful thinking. Things that we just think about. These are just things that run around in our little ADHD brains when we're trying to fall asleep at night, or when we have to zone out during an 8-hour car ride, or we're on a plane and we don't want to be on a plane and we're trying not to freak out because we're on a plane, so we're thinking about something.
Yep. No, see, that's my fucking wheelhouse, man. Which also, I saw a thing. God, I need to see a therapist in 2023. I saw a thing on TikTok that was saying, somebody said, like, oh yeah, if you put on like music and then you just sit, you know, and you like imagine things for, you know, an hour or more, like that's a version of stimming. Yeah. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I intentionally dissociate.
Yes. I give myself time to just imagine. Imagination.
It really takes away from my main character moment, knowing that that's everyone else's main character moment, and it's really fucking rude of these people to keep pointing it out.
How dare. I know. How dare I keep seeing these things on TikTok.
I've never had an original thought in my life.
Never. Never, ever. We are... Oh. Damn.
Everything is so great. Jessica, thank you so much for being here with me today and leading this episode and trying your best to cut it down to edit it. Your editing is incredible. I love you. You're perfect.
Oh my God.
Happy New Year.
Happy fucking 2023. Oh 2023. My God.
A whole lot of new things are going to happen in this year. Hopefully, mostly good things.
Yes. Here's hoping. But thank you for chatting with me, derailing with me, trying to escape into fictional realities with me.
Always.
As always. If you want to see more of us, you can watch us on Twitch. It's Jessica Woot and The Curious Alice. We stream separately and sometimes together.
Yeah.
And then, Twitter, TikTok, the whole shebang.
We're out there.
Mm-hmm. Why? But we are.
Don't know why. Why do we do this to ourselves?
Gluttons for punishment.
Woohoo!
Woo! All right, y'all. Catch you on the flip side.
Flippity floppity. Woo! Splam sclappity.
I like it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.